Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to another episode of the Three Can Play of the Three Can Play podcast.
Nice
No, I
one.
prefer the other one. Hold on.
Nice one, numb dick.
You're fired. You're not
can't
allowed on
fire
the show
me.
anymore. I can't.
I second it.
Fired.
You can't fire me.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to the new year. It's 2020. We didn't do an episode before.
Yes, we did.
In 2020, we did?
Our game of the year one was.
Oh.
Whatever.
Well, I
This is
consider
like our
this.
first official
yes.
proper episode.
Yeah.
True. That is also true.
No, we recorded January 3rd.
Or live streamed? First
January
live stream.
2nd, January 3rd, we recorded.
Did we live stream that
Yes.
episode, though?
Did we
Yes.
live stream it?
Yes, we did.
Oh.
100%. We recorded the first week of
Right, because
January.
Nick did his whole Santa gig.
True.
Dude, Santa was actually here.
Sorry.
Welcome to episode
Sorry,
number
sorry. My bad,
76,
my bad.
everyone. The Big 76. My name is Sean McAcclimator. I'm joined by Nick T and Brad Crably Crab. Hey, I'm getting back into it.
It's true. It's true. It's been a while,
It's been
so
a while.
we got to get the rhythm back.
Ethan, can I get a mute on my mic while I adjust?
Nope. Pure
What do you
silence.
mean adjusts? You're adjusting your mic. So, anyways,
Sean
he's Shamik Numdick Mirza. This is Brad Crowley Crab. And I'm Nick.
He can't
just
defend
Nick.
himself because his mic is muted.
I don't know if you said the names. I wasn't paying attention.
He did.
Okay, well I said it again because
This
you
is a
didn't say it
great intro,
proper.
boys. I think we're
Yep.
off to a really good start here.
Anyways,
We've been live for like
it's-
2 minutes, and I think we've.
Nick, you need to go to bed.
I do need to go to
You
bed.
need to go to bed. Sorry? Oh, okay.
I do need to go to bed. I'm up to 4 o'clock. So
Sucks for you.
I mean, it's fine. Where's your job, Sean? Are you making money?
Yeah,
You're doing what?
soon. TM.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just in between jobs. Hey, I'm looking for work.
In between jobs over the course of what? Not working for over a year?
Longer than that, probably.
Yeah.
Oh well. I'm okay with where I am. I'm on the road to wherever I need to go. So
Hey, can we get me out of this awkward situation? We start talking about video games again. That'd be great.
not awkward. I'm fine.
I feel awkward. I
Fair
felt
enough.
very uncomfortable.
I don't know. I'm still
Fair enough.
baffled by Shamik's decision making playing Resistance last night. So
It was pretty bad.
Yeah, you're dumb.
True.
You should feel dumb.
Yeah, it's okay.
You know that insult has lived with me forever since you did that.
What? You're
the
bad and
Marlies
you
game?
should feel bad.
When you were taunting one of the players by saying you're bad and you should feel bad.
I
It's
swear.
the greatest moment of trash talk I've ever heard. He
Yeah.
said it. I don't know if he came up with it, but he said it live.
I don't think I
at a
came up with
Marlies
it. I'm
game.
sure I read it
He
somewhere.
yelled, "You're bad and you should feel bad."
Is that
and I
this-
just looked over what?
is that the same game where
That was where
Robert
we-
sat on the guy's lap on the streetcar?
Potentially, it was the one where we
I
got to
think
go
so.
onto the ice and
Yeah.
play the puzzle game.
We never
And you
got-
guys never got your own gift card.
I made a fool of myself on the ice for nothing. They
That
were
was fun. I've never done it before. That was great.
That was a lot of fun.
$50 from Rona.
I mean,
Rona-
is
I
it
should
Rona
tweet
shut down
Rona.
now?
Oh, are they?
Is it this?
I should tweet the Marlies actually.
Be like, yo,
Yeah, 5.
remember that game
how
in
many years later?
2013?
6 years later. What? Anyways,
Anywho,
video games.
yes,
Do we have to?
I want to.
Can I just go? I'm short. I'll just go first.
Really? I think you're about 6 feet.
Sure.
Okay.
But I started back work again, so all I really did was play League of Legends. I bought the event pass.
Yeah.
I'll try to grind out for the tokens. Get
Yeah,
the
you were
prestige skin.
going ham.
I
The
just,
most I've seen you grind League in a long time.
I won't say I suffered, but I fucking went at it. I just
Yeah.
played so much just to get this damn prestige skin.
But you did it.
Got all my tokens, buy the 100 prestige tickets, and I got KDA Ari prestige.
Which is a dope skin. The whole music line of skins are so well done.
Yeah.
The sound effects especially.
Also, a little bit of lore. Popstar Ari was the first musical one, and then Popstar Ari joined KDA.
So she was solo before?
She was sold before, then she decided.
Usually it's the
to
other way
join.
around. Usually they're like, yo, I'm better than the rest of you in this group. Peace.
But then I thought, Akali's True Damage was before KDA, but no, she fucking left KDA for True Damage.
Really?
Yeah.
Bro, that's rude.
It's what you learn looking at the skins and lore tab when you go into the client.
Wait, skins have lore tabs?
Yep.
Yeah, some of the skins, if you go if you view them in the client,
It's not real. It doesn't matter.
What?
it's real.
Okay.
How did
It's
I
real.
not know this? It's like Destiny, exotics having their lore
Yeah.
tab.
how I kept myself sane
Mind
in between
blow.
games.
I'm literally going home and reading the lore tab for like my 400 skins I own, and like I'm not going to. But
not
I will.
not every skin has its own lore tab.
Probably like some of like the newer. Like,
Yeah, the
Yep.
newer
more
ones definitely
expensive
do. You
ones.
can even like
dude, like
The higher price ones.
there's even like an icon you can click and it shows you all the skins in that collection. So if like for instance,
Yeah.
it's like if you click the KDA skin, you can click that little icon. It shows you all the KDA skins.
yeah, dude. I'm going
So-
home and reading like Pulse or not Pulse Fire, freaking
Star Guardian,
not Star Guardian ones. What am I blanking on the Lucian skin?
High Noon.
Thank you. I was like, what is it? Yeah, I want to read like the
High Noon
one,
Lucian
the
one-
Demacia Vice one.
High Noon Lucian's something like he made a deal with the devil to stop the devil.
Okay.
That's why he's like half demon, half human kind of thing.
Yeah, because he's got like the freaking
Yeah.
demonic arm. That's dope.
But yeah, I played a lot of League just to get the tokens out. Now that I got the tokens and the
What'd
skin,
you play mostly?
A round because there's quick games.
Yeah.
Just get in like 10, 20 minutes, get out.
I mean, I
Plus,
think
if
you
you're
played-
playing by yourself, trying to get the lottery on 4 players to not be toxic or trash is risky.
Mm. I eventually got it. Worked out in my favor.
I like the normal base Ari skin better, KD Ari, than
Oh, I think you meant like default Ari. I was like, what?
Prestige.
Well, I didn't like the Evelyn one. I was between either. I was like Aatrox, something like Fuzz.
Could you not
Fizz.
have gotten just base KD Ari?
No,
I don't have that.
That
one
was an
yet.
option?
No,
Okay.
you
no,
like
it has
it's
to
its
be
own,
the prestige
yeah.
ones, and they expire because it's like part of the Prestige 2019 ones.
Yeah,
So if you
so
don't spend them, you
I
just
couldn't
lose them.
get a Kali, which I would have really preferred, but whatever. So I was like, I don't play Evelyn very much, and I don't like the Prestige skin, so I'll get the Ari one, which I think's fine. I'll play Ari at some point mid lane.
Yeah, or even in ARAM if you get her. Like she's a strong
Yeah.
pick. So
But yeah, I just played League.
dope.
But that's pretty much it. Now I'll probably get back into Destiny because I haven't touched that since like the dawning began.
That's not true. You logged in on Tuesday and spent like
Oh,
50
yeah.
bucks.
I logged in and spent like $50 to buy a whole bunch of emotes and,
And then went back to play League.
I'm like, I wanted the dawning stuff before it ended. I was like, oh, I'll get it now. I got paid, so I'll buy it.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
Yeah,
But
but
don't be telling me you didn't play.
no, I didn't play. I logged
You
on,
booted it up and opened the Eververse.
but I didn't actually play anything. I just bought.
You
shit.
played shopping.
I'll play it properly now that play and the Witcher 3.
True. Still on the hype from the show.
Yeah, the game is so good.
I need to be Witcher 1.
Don't do it.
I restarted it, so.
There's
but
literally
it's
no.
good.
There's,
I'm like I'm the same way. Like I need to play. I'm like, oh fuck.
No, I
need
want
start.
to. So.
But like I've heard it does not age well at
The
all.
Witcher
I'm in.
1
I'm in it for the
does
story,
not.
so I want to know.
You can
Sure.
get through the. You
Hey,
have trouble getting through new games.
I played
You're gonna
Halo
get through a game
CE,
that's not fun.
right? So.
I feel like Halo CE's aged way better than like half
You've
the
never
games out
finished
there.
Dragon Age Origins.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. Halo CE's aged
I
really
was trying
nice.
to get an easy
like
trigger
a
for me.
fine wine, you know. It's true.
Anyways,
I haven't been playing much.
Okay.
Really, what have I been doing? I don't know.
Do you want me
We
to talk while you think?
We played some D&D, right?
that was. Yeah, we didn't record. We recorded after. We recorded before playing.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we played some D&D on the Sunday after we
Um,
recorded last week's episode.
I'm excited to get into ranked for League of Legends, the preseason.
I might actually do those missions. Play 3 ranked games. I'm like,
I'm only gonna do it because it rewards a Hex Tech chest and key if you do all 8.
what does?
I got to do my placements. That's what I mean. I'm excited to do my placements. Just haven't had time or the energy for it. Playing ranked league is. I have to be in like the right mindset.
Yes.
I have to
Sure.
be very mindful of like the game and everything in the game. I have to be aware. Like it takes a lot of brain power to just be
Yeah,
aware of
I
everything.
figure if I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it, I'm just gonna pick top because it's already an island. No one's gonna come bother me. Just me and a dude playing.
Just play Ornn. He's a good pick. And
Apparently he's like the only good tank right now.
Well, that I'll just play Kali or Fiora.
True.
I might try Diana too in top lane.
True.
But anyways,
Yeah. I mean, I haven't. I played one placement, lost. It was my fault.
Good start.
But I realized placements are pretty important, and going into that game, I wasn't. I feel like 95% of the time when I play a league, my brain's just off. But yeah, like
You just
I
turn
have
it
to
on.
really, I have to really focus. I can't turn my brain on halfway, because if it's on halfway, then I'm just like, oh shit, why isn't it on all the way? And then I just get upset with myself. So it's
Fair.
either just off or on. There's
You
no.
just gotta wait for like when it's fully on, and then you go, okay, it's time for league.
And then when it's on,
I'm sure your ranked teammates will appreciate that,
I only like to do
because there are a lot of people who play with their brain off in ranked. So that's
Yep.
good that you're doing that.
looking forward to that.
Cool. Well, I have played a shit ton of games single player, so the fact that you guys don't have much to say means that I can talk a little longer, which
Hit me up.
is big pog for me. So I've been back on the single player grind, and I started it with the Resident Evil 2 remake, which I picked up on the Steam sale for
How's
like
that?
$25. So like,
Wait, you don't play horror games. So tell me how that's been.
what do you mean I don't play horror games?
You say you're not a fan of horror games. Every time I talk to you about horror games, you're like not a fan. True or not true?
I mean, I probably did say that, but I also say a lot
Not
of
true
stuff
anymore?
that I don't like
Okay.
fully.
So what do you tell me about it? How's it going?
Resident Evil's an exception. I don't play games like Amnesia and stuff.
Okay.
You played Dead
I'm
Space.
just yeah.
Huh?
Played Dead Space, haven't you?
I guess Dead Space 1's a horror. All right, so you know what? I lied. You know, sometimes I say
Sure,
stuff.
whatever.
I'm a liar. But no. So I picked up Resident Evil 2 remake, and like when it first came out, it's been on my radar, because I've only played Resident Evil 4 and 5, but 4 is still like to this day one of my favorite games ever, and this idiot will refuse to play it, half because
You won't
he's
play
dumb
Shattered
and
Pixel
half because
Dungeon,
he's
so-
literally. That is not even comparable to Resident Evil 4. Get the hell out of here. You're off the show. I feel like he does it just to tilt me, and
Yeah,
that's fine.
100%.
But like he's literally missing an amazing experience, and that tilts me. Anyways, that's a whole other can of worms because this guy cheeses me. By the way, 15-year anniversary for that game just passed. Still amazing. But I looked at this game, and it's a lot different than the original, because before Resident Evil 4, it was a like locked camera, and you just like you've seen it, right? How old school ones were. So this game is the behind the camera stop and shoot, and it looked a lot like very familiar to what Resident Evil 4 was. So I was like, if there's like a modern experience of Resident Evil 4 like gameplay, same universe, and my boy Leon Kennedy is the main character,
So if you've played
I'm fucking there.
you've played 4, 5, or 6, you kind of get understanding what the gameplay is like, right?
Yeah, although 6 is pretty.
Haven't played 6.
I haven't
Was
played it.
Was 6 the one in Africa?
No,
No, that
that's
was 5.
Okay.
that 5.
6 has like 4 different stories.
Mm.
6 was a disaster from what I've heard.
Sure.
Apparently, it tried to do like too much. None of it made sense, and it was like almost like an action game. Like they said, the only Leon's story was horror, and even then, it was like super far action. Like even Resident Evil 4 was like action horror. Like it was more action than the series had been. But like 6, like you could like slide and shoot and like all these mechanics
Okay.
that like Resident Evil doesn't
Gotcha.
normally have.
But it's still like, had the whole deal, like you're the third person view, you'd bring up
Yeah.
your gun to shoot all that.
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah, I think
right?
it does.
So I probably been like wanting to get it forever. Finally got on the Steam sale, and like, holy crap! Like I knew it was gonna be good, but it felt like just like the first time I played Resident Evil 4. Just like loving every bit. Like I was so addicted to this game. I beat both Leon and Claire's story, so I beat it in like 2 days. But basically, the story of the game is you play as either Leon Kennedy or Claire Redfield, and both of them, for different reasons, are going to Raccoon City. And on their way, they stop at a gas station. They meet. That's where they meet, and they like run into some zombies, and they go into the city, and they both need to go to the police station. Leon because he's a rookie, and Claire because her brother works for STARS, who's like a special unit that is in Raccoon City's
I remember.
police station.
Chris
Yeah.
Redfield, for those that
Yeah.
don't know.
And you basically just realize that shit is fucked. Raccoon City is like
Raccoon City always kills me when I hear the name. of that
right.
place.
It's a really weird name, but you find out that the city's completely effed up. You guys get split up, and you can play either one of them. The cool thing about this is that so you can pick either one, and then they both have A stories and B stories. And the way it works is, if you pick Leon A or Claire A, the A story is the person who gets to the police station first. The B story is the person who gets there second. And you can play A where Leon gets there first, or you can play A where Claire gets there first, and then vice versa for the Bs.
Did
where they get
RE2
there
have that?
second. I don't
do you know?
know.
I have no idea.
I've never
I don't think
played
it
the
did.
original.
I don't know
don't think
much
it did.
about Resident Evil history.
Okay. I don't remember
And
that anyways.
The cool thing is, so when you beat an A, you get the B for the other character, and then you play that because it's basically like one connected
okay,
story.
Right.
And it's cool because when you're going through the B, you'll see like notes left behind from the person who was there first, like, hey, I hope you like made it through this, like
True.
just kind of like I'm going deeper in, like
Yeah.
go get out of here, like it's not safe, stuff like that. And like certain things that have happened, I won't want to spoil, but like certain characters or enemies that have come out that the first person like caused, the second person will come and like that shit's like there still, and like doorways and
That's
stuff
cool.
that they've opened are open when you come
Mhm.
in as a second character. But then they still have like their own unique like characters, side characters they meet. So Leon meets Ada, and Claire meets a girl named oh my goodness, Sherry. Yes, Sherry. So no matter whether you play A or B, Leon will always meet Ada, and Claire will always meet Sherry. Like it won't be like A meets Ada,
Yeah.
whatever. So I played Leon A, and then I played Claire's B because gotta go with Leon, like have to. But for the actual like the gameplay is fantastic. And I really, really love that this game is more horror than 4, and I actually really enjoyed that.
Is it
Like,
scary?
pretty creepy, and like it was like it's all dark and it's raining, and you play this game with headphones, by the way, because
Yeah.
the sound
Yeah.
it's
Obviously.
it's so good. But like this game perfectly gave you, or at least I found, like enough ammunition where like you couldn't kill everything, and like enough health where you just had enough to get. But so it always felt like you were just getting by, like you weren't
Mhm.
necessarily like thriving.
That's a scary
Like,
feeling.
yeah, like I didn't feel like, oh, I can just run around the corner and like drop like 5 mags into these
Yeah.
things and I'm good. It's like, shit, I got like 20 bullets. Some of these zombies like take forever to kill. So it's like, okay, I got to like stagger them and run past them and leave them alive.
Mhm.
Because if you shoot them a couple times, they'll stagger and then they won't lunge at you, and then you got to run past. And I did it so many times because I just didn't have the ammo to like full on keep going
Sure.
until I
Yeah,
could
yeah.
explode their head. And then so you have that. You've got like you're trying to find clues on how to like traverse it, because it basically you go to the police station and you have to find a way to like police station's fucked, and you have to find a way to get help, and you're just solving puzzles, unlocking doorways, because everything's like locked, like typical Resident Evil style. You have to get different keys and unlock different doorways
Mhm.
and pathways. You have to find these symbols to unlock this like staircase to then escape out of the police
Dude,
station.
that's what I love about Resident Evil. It's got like this weird, like culty magic
Yeah,
fantasy element to it.
because like in a normal police station, it's like, why do you have like all these like coded keys, and
yep.
like why to unlock a staircase to get to the basement do you need
Mhm.
3 medallions that are randomly in the
Mhm.
police, like none of it, like you think about it, it's like, why is that? But it's cool, and the whole game is about like using your inventory effectively with like what you have, managing your inventory because you only have a set amount of stuff that you can hold, and you've got to get like items that are used to open different doorways. You have to hold your your medicine to heal, you have to hold ammo, you have to hold your guns, you have to hold like collectible stuff, like, so you've got to be managing that, and that also adds to it because like certain times you're like, I can't even pick up these resources that I need because I'm full.
Oh, you have an inventory space?
Yeah, just like Resident Evil 4, where like each item will take like it's like in a grid,
Oh, right. Yeah.
and you
yeah,
have to
yeah.
like maneuver stuff
Mhm.
around. And yeah, it's so damn good. Like I don't want to go into more details about like stuff you fight because I
Mhm.
don't want to spoil it, but
How's the music?
music's pretty good. But definitely like the sound effects are what like
Yeah.
the eerie sounds, hearing like the lickers, which are like these freaking like blind things that have 4 legs and pounce on you and are fucking crazy. Their like brains are like exposed. It's really weird.
Little side note about sound effects, but I don't know. Do you follow Halo on Instagram?
No.
Okay, so on Halo's Instagram page, they occasionally, like once or twice a month, upload videos of them recording sound effects for Halo Infinite,
Oh, true.
and just like some of the stuff they do is absolutely hilarious. Like they drop like bombs underneath the water, to, like get some sort of like effect there, and they went to the Xbox controller testing lab, which is actually a really cool video to even watch on its own, to use like the testing sounds to use in Halo Infinite. Just a
cool.
little side note.
That's dope.
It's actually pretty cool how like people like create these sounds using games.
You
And
ever
sorry, go ahead.
you ever heard what the fuel rod gun sounds like?
The what?
The fuel rod gun. I swear the fuel rod gun sounds like a cat throwing up a hairball. You ever?
The fuel rod gun?
Yeah, the green. It
Yeah,
shoots
I know,
the-
but how does it sound like a cat throwing up a hairball?
in Halo 5, it's like. I don't know. I can't. And then it like echoes.
I kind of know what you're talking about.
No, but to go on Halo's Instagram and like look at the like their audio like uploads. It's pretty cool. It's Anyways, you can go back to Resident Evil.
Yeah. No, but it's true. If you look at like a lot of games, like watching behind the scenes how they make some of the sound effects, it's like the funniest shit.
Mhm.
Like they'll get
Yeah.
like random shit that they have and like smack it together and be like, "Fuck yeah, that sounds good. Let's go."
Hashtag audio engineer.
Yeah. But I'm kind of rambling on my thoughts on this game. Aren't like, people are probably like, "What the fuck is this guy talking?" But it's a sick game.
Tell me how you feel. That's what I really care about.
It's a sick game. It's so much fun. It's suspenseful. There's definitely some jump scares. Having to maneuver through and solve the puzzles, because a lot of them are like you'll get different pamphlets or different like notes left behind from police officers or just like story, and they'll have like little clues. Like one of them, there was a safe and some like you don't know the combination, but then there was a report about some crazy guy who was like running around the hospital and he was like klepto and he was trying to rob the safe, and there was an evidence piece attached to the police report of a note that this guy was carrying, and the note had the code for the safe. So you find this in like or in where they keep the
Evidence.
Thank you. I
Right.
couldn't think of it. You find that evidence, and it's for like a safe that's in a different area. But then where the safe is, it's not there. You find a different note about a report saying we had to move the safe that was on this floor to this floor. So then you know what safe is. So it's stuff like that, and then that's how you figure out how to get in the
Sure,
safe. And
yeah.
then the safe has like some really good loot, like whether it's ammo
ammo
or whatever.
Right.
But there's a whole bunch of these puzzles. There's one where when Leon, he's a rookie cop who was supposed to go to Raccoon City, and when you get there, his desk is locked, and it's because the other officers, it was supposed to be like an initiation prank, and you have to figure out by finding out their initials to their names how to open it and get the stuff that they locked in his desk. And one of them hid their nameplate in the police station, so you have to like find his to get the code. It's cool stuff like this that like makes you look around.
The guy's name Tony Roberts.
I do not think so.
Yep.
What?
He's
Joke from
referencing a joke last night.
yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, inside jokes, rude. Another puzzle was like there's like the lockers, and there's a keypad to open the lockers, but two of the buttons are missing. So you have to find buttons throughout the police station to come back and then open it to get the loot that's hidden in the lockers. And it's actually a strategy involved, because like you have to see which digit, if you get the first key, like the key, because you get them separately, like which one it's more beneficial to what you need, because some of them will have like grenades or ammo or health, and it's like, okay, I got to see what I need to decide which number I put the key on, because then I can only open certain ones, stuff like that, right?
Sounds cool.
And then, do you know about Mr. X?
I know about Mr. X.
No.
Fucking terrifying. So Mr. X is an enemy that is in the original game, and he's
Yeah.
basically an unkillable like super like soldier.
Yeah, but he's not really a human though, right? He's like a.
He's created by
whoa.
Umbrella,
He's
but
got, like.
he looks like a gigantic metal man,
Okay.
and he's wearing like a freaking like Bonnie and Clyde trench coat and a top hat, and you can't kill him, and he just walks around trying to kill you. And like one of the scariest things, this guy literally follows you the whole time you're in the police station. Like you can't escape him. Like he follows you everywhere, and you'll just hear like the footsteps as he's getting closer. and then he'll just fucking smash open the doors, and he'll come up, and he doesn't even like attack. Like, he just walks up to you and just punches you, just like the most like bland look, like he's just there to do one thing and one thing only, and that's to punch the shit out of you. And it is terrifying and frustrating. Like you're trying to get past like 3 zombies, a licker's chasing you, and all of a sudden he bursts open the door that you're trying to
you're
go through to
screwed.
get out, and you're like, you fucking dick. Like, why are you here right now? So there's so many times where he's like, he basically makes, the when you're freely looting a room and trying to solve a puzzle, he puts a timer on that, because it's like, okay, I need to solve this, but he's coming, and you have to like leave
Can you
that
hide
room.
from him?
You can kite him because you're faster than him, but he
Okay.
eventually will always catch up and come back to
He
you.
knows exactly where you are all
Yeah.
the time.
He'll find you again.
Mm.
So you basically have to like kite him to like the other side of the police station, and then dodge him, and then go do your looting. And but in about a minute or two, he'll be back. You'll hear those footsteps again, and he'll burst through a door. So that kind of like adds like you've got to be
Yeah.
quick. You're never safe, which I think really helped, like, because there's no lulls. Like you're always on edge, right? So that helped a lot with it. And yeah, the game's fantastic. I still plan to do Claire as A and Leon as B, but I'm gonna do that like right before Resident Evil 3 remake comes out, kind of like to lead me into that. Also, this game
Resident Evil
sold
3
me.
is a prequel to Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, this game sold me on Resident Evil 3 remake. Like I'm buying that day one. Like that's how good this was.
Who's making it? Same people?
Yeah, same people.
Okay.
So I'm getting it day one because it looks like it's gonna be just like this, which seriously so freaking good. I cannot recommend this game enough.
Should remake Resident Evil 6, the best entry in the series.
He does not here at the moment. But do you guys know
Disgusting.
if he plays Resident Evil? Because I feel like it'd be his kind of game.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I think all of you guys should play this game though. Like it's
on my
actually
list.
so freaking
plan to
good.
buy it.
I can't emphasize it
I
enough.
plan to get it.
And you need to play Resident Evil 4. You're a piece of shit. I hate you so much.
What's the point of having a job if you're not gonna play one of the best games?
Thank you.
Always rubbing having a job in my face when you're not even
And
playing
you
good
can get
games.
it literally on any
You've
system.
never finished Origins yet.
Okay, Resident
okay,
Evil 4 is
but
a million times better than Dragon Age Origins.
At least I got it. At least I tried it.
You can literally play it on any system, Nick. PC, Switch. Do you have a GameCube? You can get it on GameCube.
Wii.
Do you have a PS2?
You have a
Do you have a
Wii.
Wii?
Okay.
Xbox 360? Xbox
Brad,
One?
I'm telling you.
Probably on the PlayStation.
I
I don't know.
will-
I don't own one.
I will never play Resident Evil 4, but you know what I'll do? I'll stream it.
What do you mean you'll stream it?
You'll
I'll
watch
stream
it.
You'll watch someone play it?
No, I'll stream it.
What does that mean?
I don't
You
get
just
it.
said you will never play it, but you'll stream it.
I'll stream it.
Stream yourself playing it?
Yeah.
So that's playing it.
Yeah, I'll stream it.
You're going to live stream yourself playing it.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Okay.
Sure, I bought the game.
You act. Holy crap, this guy actually bought it.
says on my Steam in my library right there.
Oh my God. Nick, you literally just made my
Hey.
fucking day.
Ethan, you ever played any
That's
Resident Evil?
Ethan.
I'm sorry?
What did I call him?
You said Ian.
No, you said
I said Ethan. I think.
Am I? Holy fuck, is my hearing broken?
I don't know.
Yo,
You ever played any
Ear
Resident
check?
Evil?
Resident Evil.
I feel like it'd be kind of up your alley. Maybe?
So
No?
I am so happy with you right
yeah,
now.
every
Okay.
Friday I'm
Got
going
zombies
to
in it.
I'm going to stream Resident Evil 4 at
What
some
time?
point. I'll probably start at like 8 or 9 on this Friday, then go away
AM?
for a little. Yeah,
Fuck. I have a dentist appointment at like 10:30. Can you like not be playing during my dentist
Just watch the
appointment?
VOD.
No.
Okay.
I'll be streaming on my channel on Mixer.
Dude, I'm actually so excited for this.
So
Oh my God, it's so good.
that was my special announcement.
I'm so happy. I don't even we don't even need the rest of the episode. I can go home. I'm good.
Get out of
Yes,
here.
Yeah. And the other game I've been playing since I've been talking for quite a while, so I'll wrap this up. I beat Resident Evil 2 because I was just so friggin' addicted. Just breezed through that, finished it.
What difficulty do you play on?
Just normal. I'm thinking about going on to do professional for
Do
my
the
second
one above,
playthrough.
the step above.
I think professional's the hardest.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking about doing that because it's like enemies are stronger. It gives you less like ammo, gives you less healing.
It might not be fun though. It might just be like,
Yeah, it might come to
a
a point where it's
hassle.
like super frustrating.
yeah.
I didn't find any part of the game like ridiculously hard, but there were a few points where it was like
You died a bunch of times. You had to.
I
reset
definitely have
kind of
died. Yeah,
Mm.
I definitely died. Saving at typewriters frequently is a must. I definitely died a few times, but I didn't have like anything where it's like I couldn't figure out how to get past it. But like, you die.
Try it out and see what
Um,
happens.
Yeah, might as well. Game's good, and if I put it at harder difficulty, it'll just make the the horror element that much more prevalent. The second game I've been playing, thanks to me getting free months of Game Pass because Microsoft just keeps giving it away. I started playing Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and
That's the last one.
this is the last one. This game's been on my radar since it was supposed to come out last year, and then there was just so many games coming out mixed with like not having money to buy all the games. So it was one of the games where it's like, fuck, I really want this, but I'm gonna leave it to the side. I'll pick it up eventually. So I started to play it. If you liked Rise, you'll love Shadow. It like everything that Rise did.
I felt like Rise was better than
the original.
The original.
Yeah, I agree. And this one just feels
Is
like
it even better?
slightly. It feels very samey,
Okay.
but that's not a bad thing because
Sure,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
Rise was a great game. And this feels like Rise, but in Peru, in the jungle.
Okay.
But
Ooh, in the jungle.
No.
yeah, but it feels really good. It's still got like it's like high action, like not really quick time, but like shit's going down. So like Laura's got to like when you fall down like a waterfall, like when it's like those segments where like
Yeah,
you're trying to like not die to like a million things that are happening that wouldn't possibly happen like over the top shit, but happens to Lara Croft. It's got the good crafting
Do
system.
you get
that-
soaked in blood in this game? Because the two games, you get soaked in the first one in blood, and you get soaked in the pool blood in the second game.
I haven't been soaked in blood yet, but you can like cover
okay.
yourself in mud to then hide like in
Okay.
like the bushes and the vines and
Mm,
like
Close
blend in,
Close enough.
and then you like brutally murder people. I love, by the way, like the evolution of Laura. Like in the first game, when you get your first kill, there's that cutscene where she's like crying and like
Oh, yeah.
shaking because
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
never
yeah.
killed someone. And in this game, I'm just fucking like murdering people, like no hesitation. Laura's running around with a knife, like cutting people's throats. I'm like, there's one thing where
Is it-
you can literally shoot somebody with a bow from the tree, and you have a rope on it, and then you jump off the tree and hang their corpse from the tree.
There's
Like,
there was a funny disconnect in the first game where it's like you're literally like mass murdering all these mercenaries, and like there's the one scene where like she freaks out about
Yeah,
it, then
there
you,
was
then
a
you
bit
go
of a
back to
disconnect.
mass murdering people.
Yeah.
Same thing in Uncharted. Like Nathan Drake just goes on a mass murdering spree, killing all these people, and it's just like he's happy-go-lucky and all that shit.
Yeah.
It's fucking
it's
weird.
the sacrifice you have to make in story for gameplay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it definitely is like,
It's a
you're so
little.
sad. Now you're killing like 500
It's
people.
it's a little weird disconnect.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, what else are you gonna do?
Exactly. You have to do it for the gameplay. But the puzzles are just as awesome in Rise. Or you've got crypts where they're less puzzles and more just a bit of climbing to find like ancient crypts, and then you've got the actual tombs, which are like full on puzzles. There was one I was doing where you were in this room that had like a really strong current of water in the middle, so if you fell in the water you were dead. Also, deaths in this game are just as brutal as ever. Like in every game. Like if you fell in the water, it shows a cutscene where you get like swept up and then your head gets smashed into a rock and like you're dead. You've got the ones where like you fall and stuff and you get split. Like, dude, they must have so much fun coming up with ways to kill Lara Croft in this. Like, I feel like these people are like influenced from Mortal Kombat a little bit.
Remember in the first game was like a big thing where like you fall, if you take the wrong turn, you fall in space. You see Lara get impaled, but it's like, oh,
yeah, and you hear like the sound effects and her like shrieks as she's like dying. It's
yeah.
So yeah, that's still in this game. And you can kill it, like she can die in crazy ways. But like this one puzzle, you had these 4 mirrors that had light coming from the ceiling, and you had to like use them to turn these things that then you could jump across to get across the water, and you had to eventually like figure out how to get all of them. You had to make them switch to get the middle platform to rise.
My favorite part about these
and
games.
then so there's all sorts of those still, and they're a ton of
Love
fun.
it. The combat's great, but for
combat's
me,
fun, but
I like the exploring.
yeah,
and the
it's like Uncharted. Like it's fun, but it's not the best combat you're gonna find in a game.
Yeah.
Climbing is still so good, and just exploring.
With the pittons.
You've got the picks. You can do like you can rappel down and swing from like you tie a rope to one of them and do that. You've got like free climbing through like the jungle, through the canopy. Just basically you're just a crazy explorer who has way more muscle.
They also
than they should
always
be.
have like really cool set pieces. Like remember in the second game, you begin the game by like climbing on a mountain or an icy mountain.
Yeah.
Is that how
There's
it
a
is
lot in
game?
this one too. Yeah,
Like,
you'll come across like
nice.
these like
Yeah.
Maya ruins
That's
in
awesome.
like the jungle, like these crazy freaking cool like hidden pyramid cities that are like over in like a mountain range.
Looking forward to it.
It looks really good. Story's pretty good. It takes place like right after 2, where like
Trinity.
Laura's basically hunting down Trinity because
That's
she
the bad
found out that
guys.
her father
Yeah.
didn't actually commit suicide and that he was murdered by Trinity, and then they killed Anna in the final cutscene. So basically you find out that her and Jonah have been like hunting down Trinity, and like
Who's Jonah? Her friend.
yeah, her friend who's been in
yeah.
all 3 of them.
Yeah.
And you're hunting down Trinity, and then you come across them and they come across this like special dagger, and basically what you find out is like with this dagger, and they need to find a thing called the silver box. If you combine them, you can either keep the world the same or like restart the world.
True.
So you're basically trying to stop
Is-
Ethan's house is burning down,
Okay.
but we're safe. We're in a fireproof studio, so it's okay. But you're basically, it's done. We good. You're trying to stop Trinity from like they're basically trying to like write the world into like their image. Yeah. So you got to
like
like travel
Thanos.
to Peru and find it in these like ancient ruins and like stop them from doing that. I haven't gotten the box yet, and I don't know like what's gonna happen. But that's the story so far. I know both of you have played the Tomb Raider game, so I'm not gonna spoil the story because you guys will play it.
Actually,
forward to it.
download it on my Xbox.
Did
I'm
you?
gonna get to it
Dude.
at some point.
You should. Like,
Is it Game Pass game?
It's Game Pass, but only for Xbox. Sadly, it's not on PC.
Okay. Well, I might
But-
do that because I played both
Yeah.
on Xbox.
If you
anyways.
basically the gist of it is if you love Rise, you're gonna love this game because it's just Rise in the jungle, and it's
should I
awesome.
dust off my Xbox and hook it back
You-
up?
I really think
I have
you
a
should.
3-month Game Pass just waiting to be
I
activated.
honestly think that like Shadow's a lot of fun.
Okay.
Like
okay.
I'm
and I have
really
Gears
enjoying
5
it.
to play, and I have so many other
Yeah.
games to play.
And
so.
with both these games, like it feels so good to be hooked to a single player game.
It does.
Like with both these games,
really
like the
does.
Leafs game would come on, and I'm very like picky with the way I play single player games. I want to be fully immersed, so I don't want to have any background noise. I don't want to be like talking with
Mhm.
people.
Mhm.
I want to be in my game, focusing on the story, reading all like another thing I love about Tomb Raider is like all the little trinkets you find, and like Laura narrates what she finds. Like I want to be fully immersed in that. And I found myself during the hockey game, like as soon as like a period would end, intermission, I'm like, what could I do for 15 minutes in Resident Evil or when Tomb Raider? What could I do? And I'm like, I would literally boot it up and play for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I'd be like, okay, hockey's on again. And like while I'm watching the hockey game, I'm like, can this period end? I want to go back to playing the game. Like I didn't even care about the hockey game. I just wanted to go back and play. And it's such a good feeling to be like that hooked to a single player game. I love it. So that's end of my super long rant. That's what I've been doing. Been grinding away.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm definitely gonna play both of those at some point.
Do it, dude.
So
So freaking good. And oh my god, I'm still so happy this guy's finally gonna play Resident Evil 4. It's literally god tier game.
maybe there's hope for Shattered
We'll
Pixel.
see.
Who knows?
No.
This is proof that pigs can fly.
Right.
So
Shattered pixel shit.
rude. So let's get into some cool news. First one is one you linked a little while ago, which is dope as hell.
Oh yeah, the Vindex,
Yeah. So
Oh what?
the Vindex, the Valve Index, the Vindex.
Oh what?
Anyway, so IMAX and Valve are coming together to present an never before seen esports viewing experience for everyone. They're coming together to I don't know if I read the article, they didn't like specify exactly how they were going to do it.
why'd you say Valve?
Cuz Valve Index.
Vinex is just the company, the esports infrastructure platform.
Oh, I thought it was they were
That's not Valve.
okay.
I am
Okay.
okay.
Okay, there's a company called
So,
Vindex, and
correct
they're like
me.
an esports infrastructure platform.
Okay.
And they're partnering with IMAX
Okay.
to bring esports.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought
To what?
it was
IMAX
Valve
theaters?
and
Yeah.
Valve and IMAX.
Okay.
No.
Oh, okay.
They're called Vindex. It's
Okay.
I know Valve Index, yeah. But they're an esports infrastructure platform, and they basically like I looked them up on because I didn't even know what the hell that title meant, so I like looked them up on LinkedIn, and they basically just like set up and like work
Host
with
events.
like hosting events of like getting esports. Like they're like part of like the viewing or like the setup, like
Sure.
technical,
Yep.
all that mumbo jumbo, you know. But basically, they're like both them and IMAX. IMAX has like seen value in like bringing these things because right now it's basically just like stream on Twitch. You know, people tune in for free.
Rent a local theater
Yeah.
for like a big world
But
thing.
now this is going to be a thing where they're going to host and provide an experience. Which IMAX is fantastic quality. We all know from seeing
IMAX
movies,
is
right?
So good.
The sound, the screen. Like, can you imagine like going and like paying like, you know, I don't know how much it'll cost, but like watching like Worlds in an IMAX theater? That would be nuts.
I'd do
insane.
it.
I would do it hands down.
Yep.
So, and they obviously know that, you know, this is a booming market. So we're going to be seeing
I mean,
like,
if the Cineplex at Pickering said, "Hey, we're gonna broadcast League of Legends," I'm
Even if
like,
they did LCS
"Fuck
finals,
yeah!
I
You
would
got
go.
freaking
Yeah.
reclining seats. Got dope like got good
I want
Wi-Fi now.
VIP Cineplex.
They got the
True.
VIP section with the food. Fuck yeah! I'd go
Yeah.
do it.
right? Like, I'd be so down to go to the theaters like semi regularly to get it. Like,
Mhm.
if it's like $15 or $20 to like watch
why
an
not?
event or something,
Watch it.
same as a movie,
Yeah.
easily.
They already do it with the NFL. I'm pretty sure you can go and watch like
Oh yeah.
football games
True.
on Sundays.
Didn't know that.
So this, to me, this is a genius move. By like, you have the technology, you have these amazing theaters, and like the viewing experience is right there. If you can bring that in, like,
Yo, this whole time I thought it was Valve. So I feel really stupid right now.
you should.
Yeah, numb dick.
But they're gonna be bringing it worldwide this year, so I'm gonna be keeping my eyes open, ears open to see what happens with the newest stuff and when we're gonna get it. It could be as soon as like spring finals, and if it does, we all better be going. And we'll go to Pickering for your knees.
Well, there's no IMAX in Pickering.
Oh, that's right. So we'll have to go to like
The only
Markham.
IMAX
or,
I think it's in Whitby, the Landmark Theater, isn't
yeah.
it?
So it'd probably be better to go to Markham, the one that you went with your brother.
Markham.
Is that not in Markham?
Went to Vaughan.
Vaughn, that's where it is, Vaughn. Either
Vaughn.
that one or we go to the one downtown at Scotiabank Place.
Or isn't Dundas Square? The one Dundas Square have it? 'Cause I don't know how
Oh,
much longer
yeah, I went-
Scotiabank's gonna be around for because they're turning that fucking theater into condos.
oh, shit.
Just
I didn't know that.
stupid.
Because, you know, Toronto needs more condos. Anyways, I'm down to go as soon as this gets announced. This sounds dope.
Sure.
And I'm all
down.
about it. And it'll be interesting to see like what they do, like how frequent this is, you know, how many theaters they dedicate to this. Because like, you know, one theater.
It's gonna be a small thing to begin, probably.
Yeah, but you know, maybe they start selling out super fast, and like then who knows? Maybe in 5 years we're gonna see movie theaters that are like 2/3 movies, 1/3 like streaming experience, right?
Oh,
Like it's
yeah.
crazy to see. This is a big player getting into it, like
Yeah.
IMAX. So
Yeah. By the way, the LPL started, I think, last night or night before. First match of the season.
What was it? Jin Air versus
I-
KT.
LPL is China.
Oh, okay.
LCK starts sometimes sooner, later. But it was IG versus FPX. I heard it was a banger of a match.
Did you watch it?
No, I didn't even know how it was on last night.
Okay.
I heard it was great. I'm gonna watch it.
You watch the VODs?
Yeah.
Now imagine that in IMAX.
Oh, I'm
Boom.
so happy that the LCS is going to a 3-day schedule. They're so close to being every day of the week that just do it. Just fucking do it. Just have
Oh yeah,
it.
because EU would be 3 and then LCS would be 3.
Because now they're gonna do Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Monday is like the prime time game. So they're going like kind of like the Monday Night Football type of style.
Okay.
But I'm like, just fucking do a game on Tuesday, a game on Wednesday, a game on Thursday, a game on Friday. Spread out across the week so you have like games across the entire week. But I know why they do it all in one day because
Well,
tickets all that.
you got to sell tickets. You know, get like more value in your tickets if you have more games.
Yeah.
Plus, you have to pay like the crew and stuff to come there every day if you're doing it for like that.
And I love how they're putting more of a presence into the Academy games. Like they're going to broadcast Academy games before LCS,
which is good because I think that if you want to have talent grow, you need to be like
you need to invest in
it,
your.
and one of
your-
those things is
No, dude,
showcasing it.
Just sign Golden Glue again. We're good. No need for new talent. Just sign Phoenix and Golden Glue and
or just
Lorelo and
let Poe Belter not get
Belter.
signed off for no apparent reason.
same dudes for
Yeah.
10 years. It's good.
Yeah,
we're,
it's good,
we're all
dude.
good.
We're all good. We're golden.
Okay.
And they winning next Worlds
For
for sure.
fun. Region.
January 24th is when LCS starts. I think LEC starts either the same weekend or the week after.
Damn, there's a lot to look forward.
Also,
to.
LCS going double elimination. Fucking
Yeah,
thank God.
I think that's the problem.
Is it actually double elimination?
Yeah, going double elimination round robin. And
'Cause
for playoffs.
I looked at the bracket and it seemed like it was consolation bracket, like in Flex or in Clash.
No, double elimination.
It's actually double elimination.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you lose, go to losers bracket.
Okay.
And then if you lose again,
Playoffs,
you're
right?
out. Yeah, playoffs.
Okay.
It's like 1 to 8 make it in the spring. So when you lose,
Wow.
you go to losers bracket, and then you. But right now, the spring finals have no. It's the way they set up. The spring has no effect on your world standing.
Oh, you don't get points anymore? I really got to read this.
It's
article.
from what I understand. It only really
Yeah,
affects if you
true.
go to MSI or not.
Okay.
It's the summer playoffs where it really matters. There's no more gauntlet.
They reworked everything.
All right. I need to
Yeah.
actually
I
know what's
definitely need to
going
be reading this because holy shit! I know you linked it, and I was like, oh, I'll read it later, and I just forgot.
No
so-
more, no more gauntlet for worlds.
Damn.
What's C9 gonna do now?
Right? That's what I'm saying, dude.
Not gonna make it.
Okay.
Factual.
They made it last
Hey.
year without the gauntlet, all right?
Hey, they're one of my two favorite teams.
Hey,
Okay.
you shut your mouth. All right? You just got on my good side with Resident Evil. Don't get back on my bad side.
Whatever, man. Like,
There
Since
are no
we're
good
on the
teams
league,
in NA.
shut your. Okay, I'm gonna cut you off and continue because I don't want to hear
It's
this.
just the
I don't
truth.
want to hear this negative crap.
anyways,
Since
leagues-
we're on the league talk, we got two other things to talk about with league. You mentioned January 24th, and there's something else happening on that exact day, and that is that Legends of Runeterra is going into open beta.
Yes.
Beta.
And
Thank God, because only one of us actually got into the closed
also
beta.
for anybody interested in Legend of Runeterra, play during the open beta. Like start then, because
Build
all
your
your
call to action.
progress
Yeah.
will carries over to
From
the
now
full
on,
game.
there's no resetting.
Yeah.
And
Like-
yeah, so you've already played it or whatever. Did you see the video?
Yep.
So you want to lead the talk about this since you have the most knowledge?
I'm just excited. What do you want me to say?
I don't know about
Ready
some of
to-
like the features that they were.
Oh, they're adding a social list. Hey, I'm be honest. I don't care. I just want to play Legends of
All
Runeterra.
right, fair enough.
I want to play some ranked. I want to build some card collection. That's it.
All right. Well, like Nick said, their progress from this point on continues. You can link up your friends list with those with
There's
the League
some
of Legends
social
client,
stuff.
so that's nice. They showed off some of the cool microtransaction stuff that you can buy because, as they've said before, like there's no pain to get packs. So there's like cool customization features, kind of similar to like Hearthstone's look, where like you can change your board and you have like a little minion that like
It's
kind
like
of
TFT. You
cheers
can
for
buy
you. Yeah, true, like TFT as well.
little
yeah.
legends and boards. So
Yeah, so
that's
you can do
exactly
that
what
to
they're doing.
customize it and show it off to your opponent. And then they said that they'll be releasing expansions that'll bring in new sets from different regions,
Mhm.
but then they'll also be bringing in new champions, and these champions will link the two regions. So like the reason why this new region's coming in lore-wise, which sounds pretty cool. I'm interested to see like what champions are connecting the two together and stuff like that. And I'm just super happy that it's going to open beta because I tried to get in the closed beta and I never did. And they even said in the video, like, we got way more requests for the beta than we were able to give out.
Yeah.
So I'm super stoked to get into this because I haven't really played Hearthstone like for years now. It's been like I haven't touched Yu-Gi-Oh for a while, so it's been a long time since I've scratched
It's
that
a
card
clean
game itch.
experience. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I'm trepidatiously optimistic going into like the first set release. I hope that the game turns out the way I want. You know, like in my dreams,
Yeah.
it turns out exactly
Well,
how I
it's
want.
gonna be open beta, so a lot can change between like
Yeah.
open beta launch and then an actual full release.
Yeah.
I'm also waiting to see the first set, which means because I think the first set will like inform the meta of the game. So
Speaking of
forward to
meta,
it.
another cool thing is that they're going to have ranked in the open beta, so you can start doing the grind. And one thing they mentioned is that
I have a secret deck
they
no one knows about.
I'm sure.
Legit,
Yeah.
I built a deck. Yeah. And
Okay.
it's like unbeaten.
Well, the good thing about this is that you can be like Shamik and create your own deck. You don't have to be a meta slave because what they said
Right. Yeah.
is that when you reach a tier, you can't drop out
That's
of
cool. I like that.
it. So you can experiment because a lot of times they made reference to games like they didn't specifically, but like games like Hearthstone stuff. Like if you're in like the top 5, there's no way you're like, yo, I want to test out and see how this deck doesn't ranked. You're playing meta because shit's competitive at that point,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And you don't want to drop down because it's really punishing.
Yep.
Whereas in this one, if you want to test a deck, people go, oh, just go to casual, but that's not the same. You want to test it against the top decks.
Mhm.
Because if you go to casual, somebody else might be playing like a troll deck. You want to test it in ranked in the most competitive environment, and this lets you do that without fear of dropping, which I think is really good.
Yeah.
Hopefully, as myself, I usually net deck because I'm not very creative when it comes to doing that. But for a lot of people like you and like Joe's super into that. For
Mhm.
people who have the creative mind and want to see what combos they can come with, this is a very rewarding system, it sounds like. So that sounds optimistic. And the same ranks as League, Iron through Master. So familiar for anyone who plays League of
Could be.
Legends.
Interesting. I'm down to play.
I'm
it.
down to see
Yeah.
more cool artwork, the full page.
Yeah, when you were talking
artworks.
about like all the images and stuff, like,
honestly,
I'm
it's gonna be it's gonna it's gonna
I'm
be great.
so pumped for that.
Just looking forward to playing that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Cool artwork, by the way. Their cinematic, their new cinematic.
Oh right.
Oh yes.
Was that the Legends Never Die cinematic?
No,
No,
the
Warrior cinematic.
It was like a new take on their song "Warriors"
Yeah.
by Imagine Dragons from 2014 Worlds. This was one of, if not the best cinematic that they've produced, and that's saying something because Riot kicks ass with cinematics. Them and
True.
Blizzard are like the cinematic kings.
I am full on shipping Kaisa and Ezreal.
Are you?
Yeah. Just
Dude, Kai'Sa was hot. Holy crap! Even Ezreal was looking pretty good, man.
Okay.
I was like, okay, Ezreal.
I love like when they released the cinematic, they came out with another like dev update video with Joe's favorite person, Ghostcrawler.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
my boy.
I hope Joe watched that video. and
My
just,
boy.
like, hated me after I.
He
told him to
talking
watch
about
that.
like how they're gonna make more lore based cinematics. I'm like, yes.
Dude, I will eat
Yes.
that up. I don't even play WoW anymore, and I eat up their cinematics every time they come out because they're lore based and they're sick looking. So if Riot is doing this, please.
It's gonna be so good. Oh, it's gonna be so
like-
fucking dope.
I rate the cinematic a 7 or an 8 out of 10.
Oh, you shut the hell. 9.5 out of 10, not bad.
It wasn't that good. I don't know.
What,
It was good.
dude?
You know what's a better
This
cinematic?
and like Awaken are like.
You know what's a better one?
What? And Rise.
Rise
This
is the
Awaken
best
and
one.
Rise are the 3 best cinematics.
What's
I think.
Awaken?
The one with Camille versus Jin. It has Riven versus
Oh, yeah.
Draven,
That
and
was
then
pretty
the
good.
whole
I'm a
Ionia
fan of,
versus Scion.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the one with the really old one with TF.
Oh,
and
I
Oh,
Fiddlesticks.
that's like OG.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that one.
Very
Th-
OG
they're
one.
good. They're good. But dude, Galio, freaking massive.
Yeah.
When he came in, and the whole like fight between Silas and Garen and Silas like taking his ultimate. I don't know. Just it was so good. The music that like version of Warriors
Yeah, it
was
was cool.
so cool. And just it's so good. I've watched it like 50 times. I can't stop
course you
watching
have.
it. Yeah, I was literally just like had the
It's
thing on replay, and
really
then every
good.
time somebody came on Discord, I was like, "Yo,
Oh,
have you
yeah.
seen it?" They're like, "No." I'm like, "All right, I'll watch it with you."
I'm also I don't know if you guys remember the cinematic for the 10th anniversary for League of Legends. You saw a third beam of light going
Yeah.
to the sky.
Uh huh.
Pretty sure that's from the Howling Abyss, where Lux and Garen were fighting against Silas and his army or whatever when she called for Galio with the staff.
Interesting.
Oh.
Interesting.
Also, there's a whole thing with the Howling Abyss in the Freljord where there are seals on Howling Abyss that are cracking, and those seals hold back the void. So when those seals crack, the void will be released and will basically unleash all across the Freljord and destroy it.
How do you know
That
so much
sounds
about
dope.
League of Legends?
I
Are
just
you just making this stuff up, like pulling out of like nowhere?
I'm pretty no.
I'm just
I'm not.
maybe know it exists, but like
If there's two things I love, it's lore and it's ARAM. So if you're putting that shit together, yeah, I'm eating that up. Give me some more
If
Halloween Abyss lore.
If
Let's
there's
go.
cool lore, I'm gonna freaking read it. Like I like for
Yeah.
Destiny lore, I fucking eat that shit up all day.
fair enough.
Has the third book come out yet, or is it still?
I am on the mailing list, so
Nice.
no.
But yeah, that was freaking sick.
You know what I wanted to see?
What?
Lux use her W.
Lux didn't really do anything.
Yeah, I just wanted to see
Other than,
what the
like,
W
cold.
would look like in that animation. I think would look
Also,
sick.
Silas in his new skin on cinematic.
Yeah,
That was pretty
Wait,
cool.
he has a new skin.
it's a Freljord skin. Yeah,
Yeah, and they,
Oh, he was wearing a coat.
yeah.
Ooh.
It was
Yeah.
his,
So it's an actual skin. It's
they-
confirmed.
Yeah, it came out.
Oh,
It came out, I think, the day the cinematic launched.
okay.
So it's like it was cool. They like debuted a new skin and
Yeah.
thing. And yo, Kaisa's OP, man. Ezreal's like having to shoot one Q. She fires her Q and kills like 50 of those freaking voidlings.
no skill.
Yeah.
You carry what?
Huh? Yeah, and that's why she's fun. But oh my god, I
She
need
takes
more.
skill. I'm just
I know.
memeing.
What's next on the docket?
I just want to make a little mention of this. So AGDQ was on last week. By the way, another thing that's dope, but that they had a sick Resident Evil speedrun.
Did you watch
which
the
one?
Fallout?
Resident Evil 4.
The Fallout
Oh.
anthology.
It was sick.
Can you
The
know-
Fallout one was amazing.
Yeah, that
the
was
way
fun.
they destroyed Fallout 4.
Okay,
They
so it
destroyed
was
all of them.
4. I was like, this looks exactly
They
like
destroyed
4.
New Vegas.
They did 1, 2, 3, New Vegas, and 4.
Oh, they did everything?
This one guy ran 5 games in 2 hours.
Holy crap.
It was
Okay,
pretty
when
crazy.
I turned it on, it was on 4, so.
But like, 1 and 2 took like 20 minutes tops between the two of them. 3, there's a whole bunch of like clipping glitches.
Yeah.
New
that makes
Vegas,
sense.
he turns into a fighter jet and flies across the map.
Wait,
And
what?
then the
Is he
shit.
using mods?
No,
No.
He turned
Just-
into a fighter jet just through glitching?
you have to watch it. You have to watch
Yeah,
it.
okay. That
And
sounds
then
crazy.
Fallout 4, they completely and utterly gut the game. It is hilarious.
They
to-
exposed Bethesda's
It is
noodle code.
hilarious to watch what they do to like get around the map and break all this shit. It's so funny.
Okay, I'll have to check it out.
Did you watch the? Any of you watch the Super Mario Maker race?
No.
I wanted to and I forgot about it.
Good
I was
race.
super sad that
Any
I
of
missed
you
it.
watch?
Well, the Terraria run was good too.
I never watched
Did you guys watch?
Terraria.
There's a game called it's a bullet hell game, made by Cave. I think it's called something Fudum Sush, some Japanese name.
No.
Sama.
I heard that was good too.
I
That was
didn't watch
insane.
it. I
That's
watched what did I watch? I watched Resident Evil. I watched both Pokemon
The Destiny,
ones.
what
The Destiny one.
that was fun. Just
Which-
everybody got knocked out of the game.
Dado was a beast at doing the commentary for that. Props to him.
And the one guy got 1K voices twice.
What's that?
It's the raid exotic that is a super. You can only loot it once per week per character, so you have to do it. You have to do the raid 3 times, and you had a 1 in. I think it's like a 1 in 10 chance or something like
a
that. to get
very,
it.
it's a very
Super
low.
low.
odds.
And this guy literally had 2 keys because he did the wish to get a second key, and he got it on both keys.
Oh.
Like like it was like there was no way you could plan it. And then like one of the people on his raid team didn't have the gun yet, and like got up and was freaking out, like I don't even have one yet. This guy gets 2, and he already had the gun before that. That was crazy. Watched a few other runs, but the whole event was fantastic. It's a great thing, and for anyone who doesn't know, it's a week-long speedrun event that they do twice a year, and they raise money for the Prevent Cancer Foundation. Really cool, awesome event.
SGDQ does Doctors Without Borders.
Yeah.
That's right. AGDQ's Prevent Cancer, and that one's Doctors Without Borders. Yeah. So this year they made $3,155,229.56, and that's US. So it's like $1 million bajillion up here.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And with that total coming in, they over the whole course of GDQ events being done, they've raised over $25 million. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
A lot of money.
Fantastic.
They raised $1 million in the last day.
Yeah. I remember watching and being like, oh, okay, they're at decent thing. And then
Like
the
in
event
8
ended
hours,
and it was like
actually.
3 million. I was like, how the fuck did they get this high?
Yeah.
But yeah, people come in clutch and do crazy donations, and it's just such a good event. It's so good.
I think my favorite speedruns to watch are Link to the Past.
They did a randomizer
Yes.
at this event.
It was
yeah,
amazing.
they did a Link
I
to
was
the
talking
Past
about randomizer like last year on this show. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm excited to see at GDQ, and they didn't do it, but this year
They did too. They did Link to
Yeah.
the Past, and they did Super Mario.
and they did Super Metroid as well.
Sorry, it was Super Metroid. Yeah, they did a couple randomizers.
Oh, and they did
so-
Well, actually, that doesn't count.
What?
I was gonna say Binding of Isaac, but that's already a fucking.
That's
A
already
random game.
yeah. I was gonna say that's already that shit's already freaking crazy random.
Also watch the Three Houses speedrun.
Yeah, I sadly couldn't
not.
because they
Don't watch it because don't spoil the final boss for yourself. Like
Yeah.
they skip all cutscenes, but like
you see what you're fighting.
of course you kind of figure like Edelgard's like gonna be one of the people you fight in
Yeah.
the game, but like the final boss, I don't want that spoiled for you.
Yeah, and I was so sad because like it was so close to Blackie because they had like an incentive and you could donate to pick which
Sure.
house they pick,
Mhm.
and it was so close to being Black Eagles, which is the house I've played. So I was like,
Mhm.
good, this won't be a spoiler. And then last second, somebody donated a crazy amount, and
It's hilarious and like
Golden Deer got
the way,
in, so
the
I
way
couldn't
they
watch
did
it.
it is like they played classic on normal. So classic mode of Fire Emblem, if you don't know, like your unit dies, they die.
Mhm.
They basically said that yeah, we want our units to die because the less units we have, the faster the game goes. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So like the first half of the game, it's you basically use Byleth, Lysithea, and Catherine to like power your way through the first half of the game. And the second half of the game, it's just Claude as an invasion tank, which means like you can't hit him. And he hits hard.
Yeah,
And like it's stupid ridiculous. He just plows through the entire game. And then the last final battle, like everybody dies except for Claude and Byleth.
and it's just funny thinking that they beat this game in under 2 hours, and each of us have playthroughs that are like 70 hours long. And it's just like, what? Obviously, we take our time and everything, but it's crazy what speedrunners can do in games. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out because that's just fantastic, and I'm already sad. It ends so fast. Like you're like, oh man, there's a whole week long games. You blink and you're like, shit, it's over, and I gotta wait 6 months for summer. But
I always go to the speedrun subreddit. They always have a pinned thread of the best VODs.
yeah, that's a good thing is you can watch all the VODs and catch up on.
Watch
them
the
if you missed
Fallout
any.
one.
I
It is
will now that I know because I
hilarious.
didn't really know like what I was like. Oh, this looks like Fallout 4. Maybe I'll watch it. But the fact that they go through all of them and break them like that much, I'll definitely check that out. So the last piece of news here, I guess it only really like matters to me, so I won't take too long because you guys will probably start sleeping on it. But Nintendo had a Pokemon specific direct this week, and it's pretty freaking huge news.
Well, like I'm excited, but it makes me want to go and buy Pokemon.
Some expansions coming out or something.
Yeah. So I'll start off with
New
the smaller
regions or
thing they showed off. Did any of you guys ever play Mystery Dungeon?
No.
So Pokemon Mystery Dungeon's like a spin-off game.
I've
I haven't
seen it.
played them either, but
I've heard
you're
of
like
it.
a human who like wakes up as a Pokemon. You don't know like how
Oh,
you
true. I
turn
didn't
it-
even know
yeah.
that. Okay.
You don't know like what happened whenever you like work with other Pokemon to like become like a rescue team of helping Pokemon who need help. That's about all I know.
Yeah.
But from what I've read online, people say it actually gets like pretty real,
Okay.
like emotional and stuff. Like
Sure.
it's not like it's a pretty real game. So I was like,
Yeah.
okay. So the original Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team and Red Rescue Team came out in 2006. They're coming out this year in March, like every other game. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX, and it is basically a HD like remake remaster of those two games put into one though, because instead of having version exclusives, it's just like this is the game. Really cool art style. It's like you're kind of like stuffed, like the Pokemon like look like they're like stuffed animal almost looking, and then like the world looks very like it looks like hand painted or hand drawn. It's really cool.
And this is a new game.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have to look at it.
Remastered or a remake, right?
Yeah, it's a remake. Like
Okay.
it's not like a brand new game. It's a remake of those ones. But and nobody knew they were gonna remake that, so that's really cool. And I know I was on the Pokemon subreddit. A lot of people were stoked on
Coming
that.
to Switch.
Yeah, coming to Switch. And I, as somebody who's never played these games, this would be a perfect entry point. I won't be getting it on launch because it's coming out in March, where like that's literally everything else coming out. But it looks cool. But the meat and potatoes of this frickin' direct was when they started talking about Sword and Shield, and actually blew me away with compared to what I thought. So Pokemon has always done it where they'll come out with like a game of the year like version afterwards. So Silver or Red and Blue, you had Yellow. Silver and Gold, then you had Crystal. Ruby and Sapphire, then you had Emerald, etc., etc. And
Yeah.
basically what it is it's like the same region but some extra content. But you have to like go out, buy that game, rebeat the game with a bit of extra content, and then do the extra stuff, right? Which I loved as a kid. I loved those versions and they were great. But in in the digital world, it's not necessarily what you need to do. You can get updates in games, you can get DLC. And Pokemon, even like 2 years ago, they had Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, which were very, very similar to Sun and Moon, but with a couple changes. But you had to like rebuy this whole game, you had to replay through all of it. And it's like, is this really what we still need to be doing? Everyone thought that, they were going to still come out with a new version. People were memeing it's going to be called Pokemon Gun. Obviously, it would not. But
Come on, javelin. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. At least
Sure.
keep the medieval theme or
Bow.
bow. Yeah, bow would be cool. But still, it's like, does that make the most sense? But that's what Nintendo's done or Game Freak's done every time, so why
Mhm.
change? But they came out and announced that they're doing an actual expansion pass for the game, and it's going to be $30 US to get both expansions. And you can start on the adventures whether you're starting new in the game or
Already beat it.
already beat it. You carry your progress over, so there's
Yep.
no like rebeating the gyms. Like you're going to a whole new region, like a whole new like not like region as in like 8 new gym leaders and stuff, but like a whole new area in the gallery region, and starting fresh and like exploring it, finding new Pokemon. There's going to be new trainers. There's going to be new rivals, all that stuff. But it's still part of your main game. Like you
True.
can go back and forth from that to the gallery region.
Is it just new trainers? Like, is there any info on what's going to be
There's a lot
there
of info.
specifically?
I won't
Okay.
go into like all the
What's
detail.
what's some of the coolest
But
things?
so there's two different ones. They're going to be called. One's going to be called the Isle of Armor, and that
Mhm.
comes out in the end of June, and the other one's going to be called the Crown Tundra, and that comes out in the fall. So in the Isle of Armor, you'll go there, and you go to a Pokemon dojo, and you meet like the trainer there, who you find out used to be the champion of Galar region before Leon.
Okay, yeah.
And he basically you train with him. You get a new legendary Pokemon called Kubfu, which is like a fighting Pokemon.
Is it small?
A small, cute little guy.
Oh.
And he evolves into Urshifu, which is like a big ass, crazy fighting
Okay.
guy. He has two different fighting styles and
Sure.
changes the type of Pokemon depending on what type of fighting style he has. So he's either dark fighting or water fighting.
Oh.
And you'll take him, you'll train with and against new rivals. And I don't know like what the end goal is, like maybe working your way through the dojo. Like there's a whole bunch of different
Mhm.
like trainers you got to master your way through, but you'll have that on top of it. You'll have like new max raid battles, new areas to explore, a whole bunch of like new outfits and hairstyles that they were showing off. They're bringing back. So in both expansions in total, they're adding 200 or more, like 200 plus Pokemon. So in the original Sword and Shield, there were 400 Pokemon, and everyone with Dexit stuff got cut. Well, 200 plus more coming, both new and
New.
like they're gonna making some new Pokemon.
Oh, they're actually just making new Pokemon?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and a bunch of old stuff's
They ever
coming
did that
back.
before?
No,
No, it's the first time.
yeah, it would only be new with like so new Pokemon are coming that aren't in the
True,
game
yeah.
for this, which is awesome. They're finally making the starter Pokemon have their Gigantamax forms, which was one thing I was really upset that they didn't have in the base game, because this new like Dynamax is the new thing, but Gigantamax is where like each Pokemon has like
Yeah.
their specific one, and it's like, why did the starters
So
not have them?
They
Right?
never had one to begin with.
No.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's like one thing that's cool, but it's like that should have been in the base game. But they're also Charizard has a Gigantamax, but Blastoise and Venusaur weren't in this game, so they're coming out in this expansion too. And there's a whole bunch of new stuff that they said they're still gonna show you later down the
Mhm.
road, but it looks awesome. And also, before I talk about the next one, both these expansions are full wild area experiences. So
Oh,
full camera control everywhere you
pretty
go,
sick.
co-op with players. You'll see people
I wonder if
everywhere.
they're gonna like look really cool, look
That-
better.
Yeah, I don't know like how
They might.
hopefully it will look a little better than the
Yeah.
wild area, but this makes me so happy because I said before the wild area is like the future of Pokemon,
Yeah.
and they've literally seen how well it was received, and both these expansions are literally wild area expansions. Like it makes
You can
me
run into
so
trainers into the wild in the wild.
yeah,
area?
as long as you turn it on, you'll see other trainers.
No, I mean like rivals and like NPC trainers.
no. Actually,
Okay.
there's like one person you can talk to, and they're like, "Oh, I'm rich. Battle me, and I'll
'Cause
give you
the,
a big
okay, the way
money."
you described it made it seem like there were gonna be like NPC trainers.
There will be in the dojo, so I think the
Okay.
dojo might be separate from where you find other people.
Okay.
But yeah, there will be, and there's the rival. So if you have Sword, it's Clara. If you have Shield, it's Avery, and they're a rival you'll have. And then the second DLC or expansion is called the Crown Tundra. This one actually sounds even better. It sucks that it's the one that's further away, but this one you go to a frozen area, also part of the Galar, but it's its own unique space, and
It's
you're
north of the wall.
pretty much
Yep.
you're basically like turning into like an explorer and going like you get to actually cooperatively go into the dens, which before you would literally just click on them and it would start the raid. This one you actually physically get to walk through the dens and like explore them and look for Pokemon. They're bringing Galarian forms of the original bird trio, Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno.
Really?
They
Nice.
showed like drawing
Ooh.
concepts
Oh,
of
I
them,
wanna see
and
that.
they look cool.
Okay.
They're bringing back the Reggies as well as 2 new Reggies,
Mm.
which is awesome.
Okay.
And when you explore the Pokemon dens, which are going to be like these cooperative experiences that you get to do, they're bringing all the old legendaries back. They showed off like Mewtwo, everything, like all the birds, Lugia, Ho-Oh, the dogs. Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza. I know you can do like go into these dens and do them as battles.
It's
and
making me want to play a little bit of Pokemon.
Bro, I'm so excited. There's a new legendary Pokemon called Calyrex, which is Psychic Grass, which looks really very interesting. It's got some like Triforces on it.
How long is it direct?
It's like 15-20 minutes.
Maybe I'll watch it.
It's really, if you're into Pokemon, it's worth watching. There'll be more max raid battles, more Pokemon in the max raids, more Gigantamax forms they haven't even shown coming out. They tease some of the Pokemon, like some fan favorites that are coming back, one of them being Garchomp, which is like so many people love Garchomp, and like one of Matthew's favorites. So when he saw it, he was freaking out. It's just, it makes me so happy that they are just expanding on the base on this game. You know, they're just keep making Sword and Shield bigger and adding more to it. A good thing is for anyone who doesn't get these DLCs, you can't catch the Pokemon because they're not in the part of the game you have, but people can trade you them. So you get a free update that expands your Pokedex. So even if you don't buy the DLC, you can trade them. And I'm for sure going to be grabbing some of these and throwing them in the Wonder Trade to give away to people because why not, right? Yeah. I can breed them. It takes me all of like 3 seconds to make an egg or whatever, so I'm going to be doing that. And there will be Sword and Shield exclusives in the expansions too, so you'll have to find somebody from the other one to trade with and stuff like that. And to give us a little taste.
Is Gengar in this game?
Gengar was in the base game.
Okay.
Is
there a Gigantamax?
There is.
Okay.
And it's dope. Yeah, it's sick. I haven't found one yet because it's either a Shield exclusive or super rare, but I haven't seen one yet. But they also introduced a new Pokemon, a Galarian Slowpoke. Okay. And it's funny because like they had a cutscene that you got to do as soon as the direct ended. There was like an update for Sword and Shield, and you go to one of the train stations and you meet the rivals. So if it's Sword, you meet Clara. If it's Shield, you meet Avery. And it's like train now boarding to head to the Isle of Armor. It's like, do you have your pass? Obviously you don't, but they ask, and the person's like, oh, I have my pass. And as she's giving her pass to the ticket guy to get onto the train, the Slowpoke like comes off the train, and they're like, oh my goodness, the Slowpoke came, like it boarded the train and snuck into the Galar region. Hey trainer, can you take care of it? So then you battle it and you get it, so you get like a sneak peek at what's to come. So I caught myself a Galarian Slowpoke.
And so when does it come out? When does the whole thing come out?
So one is in June and one is in the fall of 2020, but it's $30 US and you get both. And like,
what does it look like, the Galarian Slowpoke?
It's just pink with like a yellow forehead and a yellow tip tail, but it's gonna have a new Galarian Slowking and Slowbro expansion. Okay. Each one of the evolution, and each of the expansions has an item that'll like. If from the Isle of Armor is where you get Slowbro, and then Crown Tundra you'll get Slowking, Galarian form. So it'll be interesting to see what they are. But this is just like, this is what Pokemon needs to do. You keep making the one game bigger, right? This is what we're one step closer to having like the open world RPG where every region is in there, right? We're getting closer. They're slowly but surely getting there. And you said you might be picking up Pokemon, which is awesome.
So like maybe like I'm focusing more on the wild areas. Like maybe the next like full on game after Sword and Shield, like the entire game is just wild area, but they won't call it that because like
it'll just be
the
overworld.
It's just the game.
It'll just be that'd be sick.
That would be awesome because being able to move your camera in Pokemon is like the greatest thing ever.
Probably is.
Like it's so good not being locked and like going back to some of the areas and not being able to. It's like, son of a bitch.
The one thing I hope they do for next gen is put the Pokemon on the overworld instead of the random.
Like the ones with they are in the overworld.
Oh,
in the wild area.
Oh,
actually, no, and in the normal routes.
Oh, okay.
There's a mix of random battles and overworld.
Sure, okay.
Because the overworld's dope. I wish that they brought back Pokemon following you. Like your partner Pokemon, because that is like the coolest thing ever. And I know it takes more work, but it's so sick being able to like walk.
Does it really?
Like a gigantic ass fucking like Groudon walking behind you. Like,
give me what I want,
dude?
Game Freak.
Right?
I give you my money.
We're one step closer. But
I'm entitled to it.
I was like freaking out watching this direct. I was so giddy. So yeah, I'm super stoked on that. And that's all I got.
GG's, I think.
Yeah.
It's at the end.
Well, from Michigan, I am gonna be shooting Resident Evil 4.
Yes, watch it.
I'm gonna do it every Friday because I don't work Fridays. So I'm gonna start this Friday at like 8 or 9 a.m. Play a few hours, get off, go do some lunch things and appointment stuff, and then get back on maybe like, I don't know, 2 o'clock, play some more a little bit.
What are you buying, stranger?
Definitely not what you're selling.
What are you selling?
Not anything for you.
I'll buy it at a high price. He's the best, man. He's the freaking best.
Yeah, so I'll be playing it for the first time ever. I'll stream playing whatever you want to call it, first time ever. That was my special announcement today.
I'm so happy, man. This is like one of my favorite episodes just because Nick said that.
Maybe the game won't be shit. Who knows?
It's literally one of the best games ever made, and I'm not the only person who says that. Go anywhere online.
So fucking easy.
God damn it! I hope that once you finish it, you're like, this is one of the best games I've ever played. You might not because it's 15 years old, but I hope you do.
Oh well.
I remember when I played that game, I would play without audio, and
Why?
because it was scary as hell.
That's true, especially the castle.
I was a child. Okay, I wasn't a
When they're
child.
doing, like,
I
the
was a late
chanting, like,
bloomer.
"Toledo,
Yeah.
Toledo." It's like, what the fuck?
See, I don't. I
Oh,
used
yeah,
to.
so you don't have the sound.
yeah,
You don't remember
I
that,
used,
yeah.
but the only audio memories I have of that is I used to play like, I used to play like religious clips over it. Me and my brother would sit there on the Wii, dude.
Oh my
man.
God. Did you ever get your head cut off by the chainsaw guy?
I'm probably sure that's happened.
That's a gruesome death.
Oh, is that like that's like the first dude you fight, right?
one of
First
the
boss.
first like
Yeah.
mini
We-
bosses
I thought like.
when you're in the town. After you get
I
the
remember
shotgun.
I remember realizing after I beat that guy that the game opened up for the first time. I was like, oh shit, we're in for a ride.
Yeah.
I remember that feeling. Such
It's
a good
just-
game.
It's so goddamn good.
it's a good game.
I can't. Like,
Because you think the game's one thing and it just turns it on its
Yeah.
end and it's like another thing entirely. It's a good
And
game.
Leon S. Kennedy.
Well, we'll find out Friday.
Damn, I'm so fucking pumped. Friday's gonna be a great day,
Maybe I'll buy it. Maybe I'll play it.
dude. It's on every system
Yeah.
except for phones. It's not on mobile. Sorry.
Need
Thank
to
God.
relive some of the old gems of the past.
I rebeat
you know?
it last year again, just
Oh, yeah?
like for the hell of it. I kind of want to go through it now that I beat it with like the Chicago typewriter. It's after you beat the game, you either get like you can either
Unlimited
choose to have
ammo.
unlimited ammo RPG or an unlimited Tommy gun with a drum barrel. And honestly, I think Resident Evil is like a big reason of my love for the Tommy gun.
Really?
Because I would go through so many playthroughs of the friggin' Chicago typewriter just mowing stuff down.
I definitely did the rocket launcher.
Did you?
I would do rocket launcher too.
Rocket launcher's OP. It's like if you
just
watch the
one-shot
speed run in
everything.
AGDQ, like rocket launchers are like the key to winning every
Yep.
boss. It's like, all right, big boss fight and it's dead because you just one shot it with the RPG. So, but so good. Just talking about it, I'm so happy.
All right.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching another episode of the Greenplay Podcast. It's been
Another
myself,
episode of the
Nick, yeah, and Brad. With much peace and love, Greenplay out.